Reporting in.
Hello, and today we're going to be doing some Sanctum 2 5 feats of strength. This is going to be the first part of a series where we do the 5 feats of strength on each of the level, and this is Park, so it shouldn't be too difficult.
Okay.
I'm going as sweet. I'm quite a high level, as you can see there. I like most of these perks. It's always a good idea to take Resilient Core because that heals the core, and then the other two are. Oh wait. The other two aren't completely optional. You will want Phoenix, because if you don't pick Phoenix, then as soon as you die, you'll be out of the game. I'm taking an amp. I'm not going to take that range spar. That's a previous loadout. Probably going to take the makeshift cannon because I've got all the DLC. Most of this is DLC. You might want to wait until you've got some of the higher level stuff like the scatter laser, the amp, before you attempt these 5 feats of strength, because they can be too difficult. This one should be fine though. Let me just interject for a second and tell you about the feats of strength. The first one is Titan Slayer, and the enemies gain a lot more health, and this is the one which makes the most noticeable difference on the face. However, I find that it's not the worst by far. The second one is Impeccable Accuracy, which means that the enemies move faster. I guess the assumption is that makes them harder to hit. I have no idea what they're going for with the title there. And this one I find is the least worthy of being a feat of strength. I find it quite easy to deal with. The third one is Hydra Hunter, where the enemies regenerate their health so slowly. This one's very annoying if you're up against big enemies, because heavies can regenerate their health in a reasonable amount of time, sometimes even faster than the weaker weapons can damage it. But usually Sweet's passive ability will stop that. The next one is Beast Tamer, and the enemies attack more and they do more damage. This doesn't make too much of a difference if you're good at dodging them. However, if they get to the core, they will take the core down very quickly, so you've got to be careful about that one. The last one is Hardcore. This is why you need to take Phoenix, because if you don't, then you'll never you won't respawn in the same wave, meaning that you'll rely on the towers and you'll most likely lose. Also, you can't recycle towers for the same amount of resources, so on some of the maps where the wave formation changes a lot, from say hoverers to walkers back to hoverers, you can't just keep deleting your normal towers and buying drones or something to deal with the hoverers, then back to deal with the walkers, because then you only get half your resources. So yeah, those are the feats of strength. Now back to the gameplay. Probably do quite a lot of it, just myself, but got to be aware on this one, because towers, you can only sell them for half of what you put them down, so got to make sure not to just waste them. Basic maze. Fix up that little gap that you start with. It's not too difficult, so I'm just gonna lob a scatter down. And we should be set, really. I have tactical juxtaposition because I find it's really good. The sniper really benefits from having that, because it's so rapid fire, and it doesn't really act like a sniper rifle anymore once you get this perk. Another thing to mention is that even though you do have Phoenix, you'll still take the 10 seconds to respawn. So it's a good idea to, if they are just charging towards you, it's often a good idea to jump out the way quickly. The maze itself isn't too difficult. on this map. Should know yourselves because it's
Okay,
first
this
map.
might
It's
work.
sure you've all played it a couple of times at least, just for the lols.
Right, here we go.
One of my ideas with screens is to keep them in one place and just dot around while you kill everything else. And if you do that, then
Bits and pieces. Come on.
they sort of don't bother you as much as they would normally. Not doing too great at the moment, really.
Wow.
I expect to just ace this one and get onto another level.
Come on.
Hopefully I will be updating this fairly regularly, so in a couple of weeks we'll have
Was that
a
all?
comprehensive guide to which, well, what to do for each of the feats of strength. Nevertheless, I'll battle on.
Tower here, tower there.
I'm actually not getting a great FPS from this. 22, that's not too bad, but it's not the best.
Balloons are on their way.
I like playing Sweet for Feats of Strength because the fire damage, it sort of half counters the health regen that they get.
Boom.
None of them hitting the mystery, even me. Especially to me, really.
All done for now.
Gotta be careful on this wave because occasionally
This should hurt
those
a bit.
Walker Warriors will just jump over the maze and dodge all your nicely positioned towers. And that, as you can imagine, is quite annoying.
Tower here, tower there.
Although if you've played Sanctum 2 for anywhere near as long as I have, I think I've clocked up about 70 hours on it
this
already.
might work.
Wasn't too long that it was released. You shouldn't really be messing up too much on this particular level.
They're here.
Screamer, why are you just ignoring me? You're not meant to be ignoring me. I'm afraid half this playthrough might be just my screen in black and red. Ooh, first death again. That's not good.
Okay, I'm up.
Yeah, this is not going well.
Oh, not again.
I was really hoping for a clean run.
Was that all?
And as you can see, it's still a fairly decent health because of my resilient core. This wave should be easy enough. Sweet is really good at beating soakers mainly because of the fire. You get on and that is indeed a very good attack. I think I've built my maze wrong, but I don't care. I can't do that.
Okay, this might work.
Bring it back up there. That'll do. Very few waves left.
Right, here we go.
If you're ever with Sweet, always use the secondary fire against soakers. Just insta-kills them pretty much.
Bits and pieces.
There's so many projectiles coming at him, and then there's so much fire damage after that. It just instantly gets it to pretty much the biggest size you can get them, and then damage after that just becomes ridiculous.
Was that all?
Last wave. And I have a total of 2 fully upgraded towers. Any other level and that would be just a business.
This should hurt a bit.
It's park, so it's okay.
They're here.
But I didn't have plumber shoes on. Normally I'd take plumber shoes. I might try the next level with a different character, sort of show techniques with different characters for each of 5 pieces of strength, but I'm not too sure about that yet. I would say comment if you would like to see that, but there'll probably be A, no views for people to comment with, and B, this'll second one will probably be done before this one's even edited. And this level is as good as done. Usually on other levels I'd have a amp somewhere over there. Well, the equivalent of over there. Because a lot of other levels are longer and you get a lot more resources. So next level will be Biolab if I remember correctly. And until then,